Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, just a short video about this. So I want to bring up one big reason why I think WWE sucks also is definitely the fucking fans you have now. And because these fans that you have nowadays, which are the Smarky fans, like, there's a reason why casuals are casuals and the fucking Smarky fans are Smarky. But you have to understand, like, fucking the Smarky fans are so fucking weird. And they're not cool at all. It used to be back in the day, if you're a wrestling fan, or if you're, watch WWE and shit like that, you're a cool, badass guy and shit like that, right? You're, Rock, yeah, or Austin 316, sticking the middle finger, all that shit, all that stuff, right? Nowadays, you got these fucking fans you have now who are just these fat, neck-bearded mongoloids and shit like that, who fucking like think they know everything about the fucking business and shit like that. Like the only I know people say like what you probably think you know everything about. No, mine is based on facts. You know what I mean? People who actually been in the business and shit like that, pointing out what fucking wrestling's supposed to be, shit like that. That's what fact. But these fans, they think guys like Daniel Bryan should be in the main event. Shit like they're good. They're better than the ad. They think fucking the Attitude Era is overrated and shit like that. They think that's like the worst. Yet Attitude got many viewership compared to now and crap like that. They're like think wrestling is good nowadays, which is retarded. They have to try to watch all these wrestling feds and shit like that. And also not just that. They think that there's not a problem. They think that like wrestling should be, an anime or whatever the fuck. They think that's what, and yeah, it doesn't help that these fans like anime or all this shit. Or like hentai, they're weirdos. And they want basically the bullies that they got bullied from, like those bullies that watch wrestling. They don't want them to watch wrestling. They want wrestling to be weird and shit like that. If anything, they're killing what wrestling used to be and the badass of fans is, But here's another reason why I would say wrestling sucks too, and why the fans suck, is these fan fictions. So you got these weirdos writing fan fictions of wrestling. I didn't know how weird wrestling fans could be until recently. When I know weird fan fictions like, weird storylines like like how John Cena should turn heel, where the fuck. But I didn't know how weird fan fictions would be until recently with the, when Trap Queen, my bestie Trap Queen, she brought it up on like when me and Riley were talking with all, we have our own we became good friends and shit like that. We talked like at least every night and shit like that. And then we were on a call. And what happened? She brought up that how wrestling fans are so weird and how there's like fan fictions. There's fan fictions of wrestlers in like gay bullshit. And you wonder why wrestling will never get better and why why wrestling today sucks is these type of fans. Not only that wrestling fans nowadays, like these Smarky fans, are probably gay or really gay. They're doing gay shit. They're creating gay fantasies, like they're trying to jerk off to. Like for example, like the Shield. They're making Roman Reigns as the big, Daddy Reigns and shit like that. Reigns, Ambrose's like the goofball he is, but Rollins is the guy who gets pregnant. Yeah, apparently men get pregnant. There's no women involved. Women are just, they're just waiters. But fucking Seth Rollins, like, it's bad enough that, don't get me wrong, Rollins is kind of feminine and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, they know that Dean Ambrose is a goofball and Reigns is like, the big Chad dude and shit like that. But fucking, they're making Rollins look feminine. Like, he's the one that gets pregnant. And not only that, like, he gets a miscarriage 5 times. Not just that, there's also weird fucking incest shit like, Triple H, Triple H, or not Triple H. I was gonna fucking mention like, Seth Rollins was like Triple H's former boyfriend or whatever, but what, like incest, like fucking and Matt Hardy. And you're ruining wrestlers I like you're ruining, like every wrestler that was cool, they're making fan fictions. Edge and fucking apparently Matt Hardy are having a relationship, do you not know how bad wrestling fans are nowadays? Wrestling fans are the worst currently. That they're creating these gay fan fictions where they're orgies. So you know that how the type of fans these are. They are literally gay. They like fucking. They not only they watch anime or hentai or fuck, and they like shitty wrestlers. They cheer for losers or fuck. They want the losers to be big time. They hate all these fucking wrestlers who are big and fucking actually represents good wrestling. It's like they want wrestling to fucking suck, and they're cheering for these gay dudes, and not only that, they're jerking off to it. So you have to understand that definitely wrestling fans has changed for the worse. Wrestling fans used to be badasses, used to be a cool thing to like wrestling. Now it's just a bunch of nerds and shit like that. The only people, us who are normal that are watching wrestling, are either people who are trying to review this shit, calling out the truth, or, because, like, let's be honest here. Like, wrestling, when you watch wrestling for a long time, it's hard to quit, and you want, like, it to improve. Those are the only normal fans. But what doesn't help is that these fucking fans who are killing the business, who are the reason why fucking wrestling's where it is today. They hijack shows. They want wrestling to be like an anime or fuck. They don't want fucking. They want them as the minority to be the better wrestling fan. They think they're better wrestling fans than the majority of the audience who actually drove money and shit like that. Who actually fucking mostly watch. Like, these are the same fans who watch AEW and NXT. Yeah, these guys are fucking, they like all these losers. They're losers themselves. They're the fucking SJW snowflakes or fuck. They're the reason why fucking society's that they're representing the society. How society sucks. And also, they like fucking, all these weird shit. And they're the ones that are writing this whole weird fan fiction shit. You wonder why wrestling... It's because of these people why wrestling will never be cool again, and also not just that. Like, if anyone is like casual trying to enjoy wrestling, they will never be because of these people. And not only that, just fucking God. It's like, what happened to wrestling fans? It used to be, wrestling fans